So one of my goals with this channel is to make sure that it's not cringy topics. I'm not jumping into Loom and I'm going to show you guys the Facebook ads platform or the super secret strategy. I think that, these videos should just be raw. I think they should be unscripted and just kind of go over the mindset of a day-to-day marketer. I think anyone who's technical can learn from it. Anyone who's philosophical as well. Facebook ads, right? Google ads. It's the way of the world. Pinterest, Snapchat, whatever it is. Paid advertising is a behemoth, right? It's how Facebook makes their money, and it's where brands spend millions every single year. Okay. You've probably watched videos on it. If you are a marketer, how to run Facebook ads in 2024. And you watch like these videos and they're like, guys, here's a CBO campaign, here's an ABO, right? And all this jargon and terminology. But I think that it's better to keep it simple. I think it's better to keep yourself grounded, I would say. There's so many shiny bells and whistles out there that are new, like, oh, this new thing, this is just it's over, game over. Like, we're gonna unlock the code with this. And more often than not, it's just chasing a fad. They're going to release a new feature pretty soon, and then this will become outdated. And then that next one, is that the one that's going to crack the code? And are we just going to keep on doing that? Or are we going to actually kind of sober up a bit and start to contemplate our campaigns from a higher level? And that's what I want to talk about today, and my mindset towards Facebook ads. I view it as a mechanism. It's a mechanism to reach. You're reaching people. You got three kinds of people, if you want to call it that. We'll break it into three. This is the funnel strategy. It's very simple. It's very common. You can find this on YouTube. You got people who've never heard of you. You've got people who've kind of heard of you, have kind of seen your brand, but they haven't purchased from you. And you have people who purchase from you. Each one of those three cohorts is completely different, and you cannot compare one to the other. And it is detrimental to your success and for your campaign and your marketing efficiency to know your costs between each one, to know your sale volumes between each one, and what your overall return on spend is like. So you want to do value over cost. Just remember that in the future. Whatever you make, your value, your revenue over your cost. And so that number that you get, that multiple that you see, hopefully it's above one, explains how efficient your marketing is. You need to break up those segments. It's great to get a blended number. I have a blended number between every single one, entire marketing department, right? We'll get the full on cog going, but you want to know each segment. How much does it cost for us to acquire a cold customer? How many purchases do we have usually from there? What are the effects of seasonality for that particular cohort? And I want to take those same questions and I want to apply it to each one of those. And each one is going to have its own kind of learning system, its own KPIs and targets. That's audience targeting. On the other side, you have creative, which is beyond audience. It goes down to now creative, because automated campaigns are taken over. Interest targeting isn't really doing too well these days. Teach their own. If it is doing well for you, I salute you. I'd love to talk to you and hear your opinion on it. But creative, testing. Nothing is stopping you from learning a leading software's creative strategy if you're a e-commerce product, and vice versa. You shouldn't be limited to your niche, and you shouldn't be limited to your competitors, right? So if you got competitor X, and that's the only Facebook creative that I'm analyzing, is what is our direct competitor doing? You're missing the market. You're missing the edge, because it's in what they're not doing. It's in what is somebody doing in a unique micro niche where they are just absorbing their market share. They are just all day long, they're just printing ROAS, right? I want to know what they're doing. They could be a remote viewing software, and I could be selling women lingerie. But, and of course, this is an extreme example, but like maybe something that they're doing, some type of creative strategy, some type of organic cadence or whatever it may be, is allowing them to exceed on their ads. Maybe it's the price point, maybe it's the offer, or maybe they're having an abnormal click-through rate because they have an amazing creative strategy, right? So you want to look wide, not deep. And once you corner the market and you start to see, oh, this niche is doing well, this creative's doing well, you start to get those little breadcrumbs and you start to paint a picture of what our strategy should be. not our main competitor strategy, and base it off of that. What works best for us, right? What's the efficiency between our audience sections? Are we populating our audiences? Are we growing the size of our warm audience? Are we growing the size of our hot audience? And are we efficiently acquiring cold traffic, right? And then on top of that, what creative strategies are we not employing right now that are in fact seeing success in the marketplace for different competitors, maybe not even competitors, just advertisers in general? That's information I'd want to know, because once you have all those variables lined out and you are able to digest that information, I think you can come up with a great marketing plan that will do well for yourself, for your firm, and for your clients. And I think that if marketers acted from these principles, we'd have some some really killer ads out there, which you really don't see too much these days. But yeah, so that's the topic for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it.